Hello again. This video is going to be number 5 in my Learn to Play Blues series. Like the previous video, it's going to feature the 12-bar blues. It's going to be in a new key, in the key of G rather than the key of C. And it will feature a number of other new things which I will explain, as I go through it. So here we go with number 5. Okay, since this new blues is in G rather than C, the chords we will use are the G chord, and then the C chord, and the D chord. Those are the primary chords. Easy way to always figure this out is if you're going to do it in G, if you put your thumb on G and you have one finger on each note, where your thumb is, and your thumb is number 1, that's the G chord. Where your 4 is, that's the C chord. And where your 5 is, that's the D chord. All right. Then, in the last video, which was in C, we were doing the left-hand pattern like this, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Well, now, in G, if I did it that way, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But we're going to do it a new way. And the count remains the same, but there's 2 of each. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And to go through the 12-bar blues, it's exactly the same. It's just that we're doing doubles instead of singles like before. And so you think 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and so on. Then, on the video, I have an introduction, an intro for it. And what I'm playing is the D chord, but I'm playing a jazzier version of the D chord. The regular D would be like this, but I'm playing a D augmented, and I'm really playing an augmented 7. But I don't play the C until I get way up here. But otherwise, I've got 3 of these on the way up. I have this one, and this one. So what I do is I go, and that was, the end of the augmented 7 chord, and I ended ready to be in the G position. So once again, if I do this and go, and then this whole pattern is based on the minor blues scale. So when I do this and go, now I go back to those again. So doing it slowly again, it goes. All right, another new pattern that I did there was a G chord, and I'm doubling the D, and I'm going. So I'm sliding with my 3 on 2 notes. So there's 5 notes. And we don't count, this counts as 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'm crossing over with my middle finger to C and B flat, B, G. So I end up still in G. I was in G up here. And so I'm going. Then I'm doing a chromatic pattern. I'm going, and the last one. So these are thirds and chromatic. So goes to the 4 chord, the C chord. And the same thing, that's just a C7 pattern. It's part of a C chord, B flat, and then it goes back to the G. Then it goes to the D pattern and the C. It does what is called a turnaround. This is a turnaround. Which takes me back to there. So the turnaround just means it's going to turn around and go back to the beginning. And that's what it does after that pattern. And those are sixths, and I'm going chromatically. I'm going. Okay. A sixth is like a third turned upside down. Like if I do a third like this, and if I do it, well, I'll do this one. B and D. Well, I'm going to put the B up here and go. I do the same run as before. The second time through I go. This is a G chord. Here it is. I'm playing the D down here. So I'm going. Now I change it and I have an F instead of a G. So it's another chromatic pattern, like this chord, all the fingers go to the very next note, and finally your little finger skips one on the last. So I'm going, we'll do that again, so it goes. What else do I have in there that's new? I think everything else we had done before. When you do this kind of a pattern, the rocking pattern, I'm putting that little chromatic where I don't think I did that in the last video, but so when I do the 5 chord, the D chord, I do it up here and I go. And then I do the C chord. At the very end, I do a turnaround with thirds instead of sixths. So on this one I go. And then I do an E flat 7 to a D7. So that's the only other chord that's in this. I think that's going to do it for our video number 5 on the blues. And yeah, each one that we do will get more interesting and more complicated, but that's what we want. You don't want to stay with just the beginner model. All right, thanks. Hope to see you again next time.